Good morning, Greg here, burning both ends, burning on the front end of Saturday. It is June 16th, 2018, 6:49 a.m. Pacific. And just kind of last day of a solid week. And so kind of, I guess this post is going to talk a little bit about like working in the business versus on the business, right? This is a cool concept. I'm sure that you've heard it before, but just to go through it. So in the business, this is kind of the dirt, as Gary Vaynerchuk would say. This is the trenches. This is executing within the business. This is doing the tasky things, doing the kind of real heavy lifting of the business, right? This is sending the emails, making the sales calls, doing the finances, the financial reports, like the day-to-day routine work. And then working on the business, this is now the higher level, the cloud work. This is the big vision. This is the planning. This is the creating the systems and the processes that will then be used in the business. So in the business versus on the business. And so what I want to do this weekend to switch it up, like for the I-Core, because this is like the main focus of my work right now. It's 3/4 of my effort. And the I-Core work connects to so many of the bigger things that I want to do. So I really want to focus on it and immerse myself. And so this weekend's going to be about on the business, on the I-Core work. And what's cool is, so something's come up. So I've talked about, systematizing the I-Core work. So I do have some basic processes. Now, we did not get to go through that the way I wanted in Colorado. We just didn't have time. We had so much other work to do. To sit down with my team and go through it, but now we have a perfect situation. So we've begun to use some of the systems. I've explained it a little bit, and then now we're kind of starting to see the team. I don't want to say complain because that's not the right word, but critique the fact that the system is not bulletproof and that it's not obvious what to do. And so this is a perfect time to refine the process and then kind of redeploy it in some way. And have folks adopt it, right? So when my experience, like when systematizing something, is like you can do it on the front end before the real work begins and try to predict what may happen and then create processes that help navigate through that. Or you can do it kind of on the back end, let everyone kind of begin working, and then people will start to point out the flaws of the system, what's missing, where they're confused, where it's not obvious about something. It's not so much confusion. It's just like for example, we have this customer discovery interview, and then there are 3 of us that typically attend these things, and each of us have our own set of notes. These notes need to be taken out of probably handwritten form, typed up, and then put into Innovation Within, and then within Innovation Within, kind of gone through, and then the nice chunks, not pulled out, but like there's a way to highlight in Innovation Within to like highlight certain things and then label them or like tag them. And so there's that work. And so that work is mostly for me. But then there's the process for my other 2 teammates, is them typing up their notes, putting them somewhere where I can get them so I can do that work. And that's where the little hiccup is it's not clear. And then also what I'm noticing is email continues to be a challenge, just because we have 3 team members, and now what we're seeing each person's emailing style come through, and we all have different styles of emailing. And some of the things about email is like in general, we don't honor subjects of emails, right? We'll have a thread, we'll switch subjects, but it'll carry the same subject, or we'll have like 2 calls to action in one email, which is sort of it should be discouraged, right? There should be one call to action. And then we're also noticing some emails where it's like, not a complete email. So if I come back to this email a week from now, I'm not going to know what this person is talking about. And I know that's tough because sometimes you're just in the flow when you want to get something out quickly, and so you just throw down like a little fragment about what it is, and you don't kind of pull in the context of the email. Like, hey, this is a response to that last critique you had about that thing, and this is why this email has something new, right? We're also dealing with a Word document. We had to come up with a 1-pager to describe our technology and what we're looking for to help people give us referrals. And so it began as a Word doc, and this is my problem with Word documents. Is like, now once I email this Word document to 2 other people, there are 3 versions of it, right? And those 3 versions sit in different places, obviously. And then different people move each version forward, and now you've got possibly 6 versions of it, right? If each person then makes a tweak. This is why I love Google Docs, because it's always in one place. It's in the cloud, and it's easy to comment on things. But at the same time, sometimes a team member has to see that flaw, has to see, oh, I should not create a Word document. I should do a Google Doc for this kind of thing. I mean, sometimes a Word doc is the way you want to go. Sometimes that is the method, but I find more times than not a Google Doc is better because it's only in one place. So anyway, but what I'm saying is that there's this front end work that you can do, or the back end work. So I did a little bit of front end work. I explained a little bit of the system, but now we're on the back end. Now people are starting to experience the problems with it. And so now folks are going to be more motivated to change behavior than they were before, right? On the front end, it's tough to change behavior because just because people haven't had the experience of losing something or had the experience of being frustrated with something, right? Frustration is a great way to change behavior, right? So anyway, so I'm going to harness this opportunity, and what really shed some light was that a couple of comments I noticed during the week, and then this morning our mentor sent out a longer email kind of summarizing his concerns about the system. So great opportunity for training, great opportunity for me to step in, leader among equals, refine the system. Yeah, it gives me a chance to see what I thought in the front end and what I need to change right now. So it's really, some people would just see it as complaining or oh great, now it's all this work that I got to do. But I see it as this is really an opportunity to take the team to the next level. And like a process is going to do it, right? And so that's going to be what I'm going to do this morning. And today is I'm going to work through just a very similar to my YouTube posting process. It's just going to be a list of steps and explanations. And then I was debating whether I should make a video or maybe post an audio with it. I think an audio might be better. Kind of like imagine listening to an audio of me explaining it while you're reading through the process outline. I could imagine something like that. So anyway, and then the other thing, the on the business thing, as far as burn at both ends. So I'm running out of hard drive space. I did buy, it's down here somewhere, a 4 terabyte external hard drive. So I just got to set it up and then move some files off. And I'll be in really good shape. So that's pretty cool. And then also this weekend, as far as my side work projects go, I want to move those forward. So I have my nonprofit widget, my donation widget business that I'm looking at, which looks very exciting to me. So I'm going to be doing some more due diligence there. Excuse me. I want to schedule some more customer discovery interviews there, and I'm really starting to see how that opportunity is going to play out. And what's really interesting for me is at this point in time, I feel that that's the opportunity I've been looking for to like go all in on in my side work. And that's what I've been looking for, because got the wife, got the kids, got to maintain stability in the house, got to keep the income coming in. And so the only way that I see to jump out of like my current income level is to find an opportunity that I can push on the side that's results based, that really aligns with what I want to do. It really puts me working with a team that I'm really that I'm psyched to work with, that has welcomed me and that I can grow with and will teach me. And that is looking like that opportunity, right? I got Peter, who I totally connected with as an entrepreneur. I really dig his style, and he seems like he could really be the mentor I've been looking for. And it's funny that I found him 3,000 miles away randomly. So that's one thing. The other thing is that he's hired a very high-profile person to like lead sales, and the way I see it is I'm joining his team as a salesperson. And so I'm going to be part of her team, and I see that as a huge opportunity. I mean, how cool would it be just to be on a call with her and learn from her experiences, and kind of just be part of the team and execute based on her vision and Peter's vision. I'm psyched for that. I'll be talking to Peter next Tuesday, so just going to confirm that that's the opportunity there, and that I want to take it. And the way I see it is, just from a very optimistic level, is working with Peter, put my head down for a couple years, build a pipeline, and start, making some sales, start, folding nonprofits into Peter's company, into our company, I should say, and, make some money, grow the company. I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, he's looking at a 2 to 3 year growth right now. This is like early stage. So I'm really psyched for it. I'm looking for, what trends is this leveraging, because, it's definitely got a couple, interesting trends, that are pushing on it. So, and I really think that this is the opportunity for me, to really kind of break out and do something bold and do something great and really just kind of focus on something for several years. Now, I've never really done that. So I've got the burn at both ends thing. That's never going to go away. That's just constant. But I see the burn at both ends thing as just kind of being a something that just keeps me fit, keeps me like just in the game, right? That's the whole point of it, and that's what I really like these posts. Even though these posts seems to be just as long as the other posts, the prep is almost nothing on these posts, and it's because of this success journal. The fact that I'm looking at this thing and I'm constantly like reviewing my tasks and what's on my plate and what my goals are, it's keeping me so focused that these posts are really easy, and I can just kind of riff off the top of my head on what's coming up like that day. Like I got this morning, I was making my coffee, I was reading the emails from our mentor about the problem with the system, and yeah, there's the topic. So, but back to Peter. So yeah, I mean, I really see this as potentially being the thing that I just kind of push everything else out to the side for now, keep burn at both ends going. That keeps me on the course. But then the goal with the burn at both ends is growing this nonprofit with Peter and his team. And I really see an opportunity there, and I'm psyched. The other thing I see with it is that I'm leveraging a very experienced entrepreneur's really good idea. I mean, he's been through the fire many times. In our opening conversation, I heard about some of the challenges that he's had, and so this is his latest idea. So this is an idea built on like decades of experience. And that's another kind of key thing, because I'm not the idea guy. I'm more of an execution person, and so that's exactly where I see myself fit here. It's Peter's idea. He's moved it down the road very far. It's at a stage where it's ready for growth. He's bringing in people to help grow it. I see myself as one of those people, and so it's a very nice kind of merging of opportunities. Right, it's relationships and timing. The timing is right now with Peter. That's what I'm saying. The timing is right? We built a relationship, right? We both kind of said out loud what we're looking for. Those things are in alignment, and now we are moving forward. And what I'm noticing is that, any little hiccup that can come up, right? So we're in the process of signing an agreement. I have to run it through my company. That can be scary for Peter. No concerns about it. Other things. We'll see. I mean, we've only had one real meeting about the opportunity. So Tuesday will be number 2. So we'll see how that goes. But my feelings is that this is just going to be, I don't want to say easy, but that's how it's been. It's just been, it's been an easy communication. It's been easy to like kind of walk into this opportunity. And this is kind of, the thing that I've been talking about is that when the opportunity is obvious, it's just things are going to kind of flow. Very similar experience into finding this house. So my wife was looking on Craigslist for like a year, because the competition here in Albany is rather fierce. And so she was watching. We saw a bunch of houses, but there was always like problems with the houses. Like the guy said it was 4-bedroom, but it was really like 2-bedroom with like some sketchy garage room, and then here's a closet that's kind of big that he's calling a room, stuff like that. But then with this house, it just all flowed. We walked in, we had a great relationship with the landlord. From the start, the house looks nice. There's like no problems with it. This is all kind of like as we're first seeing it. My wife saw it first, then I saw it. The kids liked it. The location's great. Like all these things just kind of folded together and just beautifully came together. And that's the way I see this opportunity. And the reason why is because I've been looking at many. And, sometimes the timing's not right. Sometimes the relationship's not right. And it's amazing with Peter. It seems that both are just kind of, and I just keep wanting to do this. I don't know why. This is a merging kind of thing, me and him, whatever that is. So anyway, That's where I'm at with this opportunity. I'm psyched for it, and I'm psyched to kind of put my head down and burn on this for like 2 solid years to build it and grow it, and then kind of see what opportunities are before me. So anyway, we'll leave it there. So that's today's post. So the whole point of this channel, this is my journey as an aspiring entrepreneur. And these are, I'm revealing the things that I'm using, that the tips and tricks and techniques that I'm using that are giving me success. The success journal is rocking right now. I also love the dual posting. I love the front end of the day, back end of the day. It really puts a lot of things together in my mind. But yeah, tell me about your journey. Tell me about what's going on with you. What you're up to, what's working for you. If you got any questions, I want to be of service. That's a big part of this channel. I want to be of service. Please ask questions, ask for help. I'll see if I can help you. And then other things in the description. I've got some motivational stuff linked, got some great music linked. The beat in the background is a beat that I wrote. G Money is my alter ego, so I write these drum songs, so check it out. It's an Afrobeat inspired beat. You can go to SoundCloud and check those out. And yeah, subscribe. Let me know what's going on. Comment. Would love to hear from you. And that's it. So y'all have a great day. Have a great Father's Day weekend. All the fathers out there. I'll do a Father's Day post tomorrow. And yeah, rock and roll. Do great things today. Inspire people. Deploy empathy. Shout out to Gary V. Love the content. Keep it up, buddy. Talk to you.